Okay, so getting straight to it, 5 movements to become a more explosive athlete. The first thing that we start with every single session is sled. Going forwards and backwards, driving your weight, building up lower leg strength, starting with the ankle, getting slow, knee over toe. This can start off by being a get out of knee pain movement, but it becomes an explosive movement when you get fast and explosive with these reps, mimicking sprinting. You're driving with each step being very explosive, right? We can show down and back, and there's also versions where you're going sideways like this. I grab here and I'm going here, building balance on every area that I need to explode from as an athlete. And the sled is great for that. The next movement we're gonna work on is the ATG split squat. The simplest way to start working this is using assistance, keeping my back leg as active as I can and sinking my hips down into the bottom position, trying to get the most knee over toe that I can get. Okay, and this starts at a complete beginner level. Again, watch my form. Heel out, back leg as active as I possibly can make it, chest is high, and I'm getting a deep stretch in the bottom position and pressing back up. The level that you want to get to become that more explosive athlete is weighted, controlling the way down for 4 seconds, back leg active, sinking into the bottom, chest is high, and pressing back up. You want to get to the point where you can get to the flat ground variation, getting that deep range of motion, spending time in the bottom position, and pressing up from the bottom. Building unilateral strength between hip flexors and also building resilient knee strength because you're trying to get into a deep, deep knee over toe position, which is vulnerable for most athletes. You want to be strong there. And then finally, this also promotes ankle mobility. I'm putting all of my weight onto my ankle, building a long and strong Achilles for any type of knee over toe position I may get in as an athlete. In sports, you will get into these positions. And so a good reference is 2 sets of 5 reps between sides at your level with that slow tempo. Next, we got the seated good morning. Easiest way to start with this movement is going down as deep as you can into the bottom position, hands on head, push knees out, feet active in the ground, keeping your chest high, not letting your back round, and then coming back up. So if I want to start with just body weight, I get here and I'm pressing back up, being really active with my feet in the ground. Again, if I want to draw an angle, if I draw a line straight down from my knee to the floor, my ankle should be in front. So it's not knees over toes, it's knees behind toes. You want to progress with using a dumbbell, reaching out your chest, pushing your knees out, staying active with your back, trying to feel a deep glute stretch and also groin stretch. Keep actively pushing out your knees, keeping your feet active into the ground, and pressing back up. Again, I like to work up to a strong 10 reps at my level, making sure that my back is not rounding and I'm not losing that tension that I want. And a goal to become a more explosive athlete is to get to bar on back, weighted variation, being able to control with body weight in a flat back position here, and press up from the bottom. Being really strong in this position. Boom. Keeping that flat back. Next, landmine snatch. Mr. Daza Elite is going to take you guys through it. Why is this movement to become a more explosive athlete?
So, number one, we're doing this movement on our toes the same way we would be in any type of sport. We're not on our heels. This is going to help us stay explosive and build more explosive and stable feet and ankles. Reason number two, we're producing force in a forward motion. You see when he stops here, he's got this elbow locked in. So what he's doing is he's creating force from this side bent position. He's not stiff or rigid with his head stuck in the middle. Okay, number three is balance on both sides. He's gonna hit the landmine snatch. Okay, Hulk Hogan.
Because the bar ripped it.
Okay. So he's hitting it to both sides, right? So we're building that rotational balance. Most athletes are stronger rotationally to one side compared to the other side. So if you watch Mr. Mucci here, right, he was a quarterback. So one side was traditionally stronger rotationally, the side that he threw to, and the other side was much weaker. And this has helped him balance that out after years of playing and building on that imbalance.
How would a beginner start?
For beginners, I like to start with positions first, then transitions. So number one is the coil position, right? On the toes, heels off the ground, elbow in the pocket. You want no space between the side of your body and your elbow. You want to glue it. Okay, from here, you can take your other hand, interlace the thumbs. This elbow is high to the sky, and you just hold this. Learning this position is going to help you when you go to hit the snatch, where I'm here, coiled, and then I pull the bar in right to my position that I just held. So I like to start beginners with no weight to get the movement down. Right here, toes in, coil, locked. You're gonna pull and think about driving this elbow and hip together into the bar. As I drive, I'm gonna switch my feet and switch my hands with the bar, locking in the elbow on the opposite side. So I'm always going from elbow, right here, left side elbow, to elbow, right side elbow. Then I turn it out and I hit it on the other side. Right side elbow, left side elbow.
Are we pulling the weight with our hand?
No.
So why?
Good question, right? A lot of people, when they start this movement, they're just yanking it up with their traps. You are using your hand to some degree, but most of your force should actually come from your hips. So it's this coil right here. This elbow to hip position drives the hip into the bar. The hand just comes along for the ride. And the momentum of your feet switching is what helps bring the bar all the way up. I'm also not pressing it. A lot of people will go here and press it. You're just using that momentum to catch it with a straight arm.
Just for reference, right? The purpose of this video is, again, explosive movements. What the split squat, right? Split squat, trying to get long and strong in the hip. Seated good morning, to get long and strong in your glutes and adductors, which mimics deep sport positions. Sled, building up, pushing and pulling force more than your body weight. Landmine, being able to transfer your weight side to side and using your hips, not just your arms. You're basically generating force from your foot to your knee to your hip to throw up weight, which mimics cutting, breaking between sides, being able to jump and land one side, or for wrestling, like Coach Daza, is just being able to shoot one way and be able to transfer weight that way, in any way. And so the landmine does that. Oh, final step 5, right? We've just used sled to build the lower leg to knee strength.
Yep.
We've done the split squat and the seated good morning for the hips and low back to build balance there, to be more comfortable in these deeper positions, be more explosive, get into weird positions, right? That split squat. Landmine, transferring weight between sides, being strong. Now we're gonna get into a plyometric. Everybody loves plyometrics as an athlete. This is number 5 of our equation to become more explosive, right? Plyometrics will just come as you're working things like the sled, things like the landmine. It's a mini plyometric for your feet. But jump balance, what is jump balance?
There's 4 ways you could jump. You could jump 2 different ways off of 2 feet, right, left, or left, right. And then there's single leg jumping, which is off of one leg, the left leg, and off the right. Like say, whatever sport you play, if you play football, if you're running like a dig, you don't really have time to 2-foot jump. You might be only on one leg. So you gotta be able to work, all the positions of jumping for whatever sport you play.
So what are 2 examples of movements that we do to be able to work all 4 areas of jumping within one session?
So what we could do right here is a lean 1-2 punch. Say if you're jumping to your left side, you're leaning left foot first and going this way. And then vice versa, right leg to the right. So for an example, I'm leaning over here, going to the left, then I'm jumping up.
And I'm gonna go to my right.
And he's going to his right, boom. And then you could do the same exact thing with a single leg jump. So it's lean, 1-2.
Off the left, lean, 1-2, off the right. What's the purpose of working jump balance? Why do we do it?
So number 1, it's putting all these things into practice. So we did a bunch of hip, lower leg, different things. And what you want to do is actually put these things into play. Number 2, it's really for your sport. You don't know what position you're going to be in your sport. And if you're able to jump off all 4 plants, you're able to jump and have a lot more in your repertoire. You don't know what leg you're going to be jumping off of or what position your body may be off of. So you don't want to just rely on a 2-foot jump all the time or only rely on your left leg. Like what if you're driving down, you're trying to do a layup on the left side of the rim, right? You want to jump off with your right foot. So being able to have all 4 jump plants is huge for any sport you play, really.
Most athletes, especially basketball athletes, only work one jump. Hey, I'm a left foot dunker. I'm gonna jump off my left and my right foot is gonna look like shit. Yeah. I can't jump off my right foot. But my left, hey, boom, like I'm springing. I jump and I float off my left foot, but the right foot looks awful.
Yeah,
it's like, that's what it looks like for most guys. The key thing with jump balance is like, let's put the same intent that you have when you're freaking LeBron in the air or Odell just jumping up for a ball. Any soccer player, right? Ronaldo going up for a header, but work all four. So let's work all four real quick. So lean 1, 2 to the left.
To the left.
Just so that you guys can apply it for yourselves. Lean. 1, 2.
To the right.
Lean. 1, 2. And then lay up off the left. Lean. 1, 2. Boom. Lean. 1, 2. Boom. And you want to be able to land on each foot when you jump. If I'm going to jump off my left, I want to land on my left. If I want to jump off my right, I want to land on my right. And I want to be strong in each of these areas. And the seated good morning and the split squat gives you the ability to be able to get strong in that position and then load your hip like you normally wouldn't do, because most guys have a rounded back, right? I had a rounded back for a while. Boyle had a rounded back for a while. You get weak in these jumps. But you want to be strong here to be able to do a hip extend. The landmine, being able to jump off of one leg, it's a landmine. So once you start to put the pieces of the puzzle that we're trying to get into your head together as an athlete, you should be more explosive. Stay locked in.